Hello students, this is Miss Pooja Arun Matre, lecturer in Electronics and Telecommunication Department in Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology, Bhayandar East. Subject is C programming language and the practical number is 10. The aim of the practical is implement the loop control statements in C. The first program is Fibonacci series for the given number and the second program is to produce the following output. So the practical significance is using the for loop, we will execute a repeated statements or we execute a single statement in number of times or multiple times. So we have to abbreviate the code. That time we manage to use a loop variables or loop statements. The relevant program outcomes are discipline knowledge, experiments and practice, engineering tools and communication. The program will develop the skills in programmer is we can write a program, we draw the flowchart, we write a program, we write algorithm, we execute the program, we save the program, we compile the program, we debug the program and display the output. The CO, that is relevant course outcome, is implement decision making in C program. That means chapter number 2. So the minimal theoretical background of the Fibonacci series is Fibonacci series is the sum of two preceding numbers. That means, for example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the all natural numbers. So Fibonacci series means what? We are starting from the 0. So 0 plus 1. 0 preceding to the 1. So 0 plus 1 answer is 1. So next number will become 1. So 1 is preceding to the another one. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 is preceding to the 1. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3 is preceding to the 2. So 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 is preceding to the 3. The 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 is preceding to the 5. That means 5 plus 8 is equals to 13. 13 is preceding to the 8. That is answer is 21 and so on. So the loop will be is a nested loop. That means the answer will be incrementing to the preceding of the number. So here we use the nested for loop. The syntax of nested for loop means for loop in the for loop. So for loop syntax is initialization, condition and increment or decrement. So in this we will declare the another for loop, that is for loop 2. Also syntax is same, initialization, condition and increment or decrement. So inside for loop have a first execute the statement and then the outer for loop will execute the conditions. The program is find the Fibonacci series of given number. The algorithm is start, declare the variable n, n1, n2, n3 and I. Then read the value of n. Step 4 is if n is less than 2, then display the message enter the number less than 2 and then jump to the step number 9, that is stop. If the value is less than 2, then initialization of n1 is 0, n2 is 1 and I is equals to 0. So display the n1 and n2. Then compute the n3 is equals to n1 plus n2, that is two preceding number, and repeat the following units, that is I is less than n2, display the n3, then n1 become n2 and n2 become n3. That means two preceding numbers will be change the position and then n3 will become the n1 plus n2 up to the I plus 1 and the increment counter will be goes on and then stop, and this algorithm will be converted into the diagrammatical form, that is flowchart. Start, declaration of variable, initialization of variable, input the number how many times to be repeated. Fibonacci series will be checked according to the logic, that is I is equals to 2, I is less than n, and n is added, two preceding number is added, and answer will be stored in a third variable, and print the answer and show. This program will be see in the Turbo C software, the Fibonacci series. Find the Fibonacci series for the given number. First, we have to include the header files, add the main function, declare the variable, that is I, n, n1 is equals to 0, n2 is equals to 1, n3. So when we give the value with variable, that means that here is the variable initialization. If we give the only variable, that is variable declaration. If we give the value with variable with value, that is variable initialization. Printf. Enter the number of terms. How many terms we want? First we have to give 5 terms, 6 terms, 10 terms, and so on. So first we have to enter the number of terms of the Fibonacci series. The Fibonacci series will be compare I is equals to 2, I is less than equal to n, and plus plus I, that is a pre-increment. So n3 is n1 plus n2. n1 plus n2 addition of these two numbers will be stored in a n3. So after the addition, the number will be changed because we have to change the position, so that n2 will become n1 and n3 will become n2, and so on. Compile the program, run the program. If you want a 5 terms, the Fibonacci series is 0, 1, 1, 2. And always Fibonacci series give the -1 digits because of the 0. Again we will run the program. Here 10. Look, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 8 is 13, and 13 plus 8 is 21. So total here. So after the Fibonacci series, second program is to produce the following output. This program also we will see in the Turbo C software. Here the program show the producing output. We have to include a header file, add a main function, and declare the variable is I, J, K, L is equals to 1 space and rows. So here we use a nested for loop to print the pattern. So first for loop is for the rows, second for loop is for the columns, and for the space. The first for loop is 1, I is less than equal to 5, I plus plus. Then for loop for j is for the using for the space. Second for loop is used for the space, that is it is starting from 4 up to the greater than equal to I position, and we will decrease the spacing value. Then third for loop is the k. This is used to print the number on that position. So L is become L plus 2. That means we have to increase the number of values. So here the output of the program. So here the practical number 10 is completed. Thank you.